given me a lot of late nights, because when we can have meetings, it is normally after 7 p.m., sometimes 8. We finish at 10 p.m., so I'm not so sure if I could congratulate him on that, but really, it's been that close a relationship that we have had. So once, you know, as you go along in relationships, you remember certain things about certain people, besides the relationship and the good times you have. And I want to say that Mr. Paul has a saying that when this tree grows, which is the Nigerian students and whether it goes to all of Africa, and as this tree becomes bigger and bigger, people might not remember who planted the seed. And I want to recognize Mr. Paul as one of those people who have planted the seed. And as this tree will grow, and I am very, very sure in time to come will be beyond all of us, nobody will remember who did it, but we have to recognize those who are here. So to give a vote of thanks, I now call on Mr. Godfrey Paul.
Hey, zone. Hey, zone. Well, I would want to start with a special note of thanks instead of just salutation to all that have been said here. And it will almost amount to repetition of what I had in this paper. Engineered and powered by Pat Garcia, a lady that you can wake up any time in the night by a telephone call and she will answer you actively. I will go on to the normal protocol, but I have a lot to say that will emotionally touch those people there. These my boys, my brothers, my little boys, those who will curse me always and at the same time praise me, and who will remain my friends forever. Salutation with your powers. I'm adding you to my greetings. I want to say to Senator, the Honorable Fazel Karim, my found brother in the land of the strong. You all know the little story. We all read history. It's compulsory for us to read history. People from this island are the strong people. And then when you were coming up, when I stood with you at the Welcome Center before we gave you a send-off, you were 85. We talked about going to the land of the strong people. That is the land you are now. I want to say great salutation. I want to say good evening. I want to say good night. At Trinidad, we say to our senator, a found brother in this land. And then to the senator, the Honorable Rudy, who is not here, a motivator with his speech. So much I've learned from him. Unfortunately, he's not here to hear, but I know this salutation will be delivered to him. Senator Kevin, Minister of Energy and Minister of Energy, I will say also a big greeting to him. His Excellency Musa John Jane, the Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, here present. A man I'm very sure that a lot of you don't really know much about as my students, but I would like to educate you. He's from a home of the achievers. His immediate elder brother, who just passed away on active service, a man that I have a lot of respect for, I have had opportunity to dine with, may so rest in perfect peace, is the junior brother of such a man. And at the time of the mishap that happened while he was there in Nigeria, that was what took him to Nigeria, he was still thinking about you here. He will call me How about our boys in Trinidad? So I salute you, sir. And then I want to go to a man who is my twin brother in quality services and a provider, other than the business of training. Some of you know here, I'm the CEO, the owner of the Bay Marriott in Nigeria, and an owner of a leasing company that is one of the leading multi-million leasing company in Nigeria. I have a desire to train. I was a teacher for 16 years of my life, and that is my joy to be with you. To the man that is here, Pharaoh Scan, when we don't have money to feed you, we go on to his quality stores to take things in credit to feed you. Those things you drink and eat comes from his store. As I speak, I know we are still indebted to him. I want to say good evening, sir. In Nigeria, we say good evening as a very good greeting, and it's beyond just the evening. Don to Ken Diaz, a sportsman, an engineer, a man who is very focused, who have a dogged resistance to intimidations, humiliations, and call it any name, because I know we have come a long way, not without challenges. The details I won't talk about because the ambassador have talked about it. To Kingsley Kuku, who is not here but represented by my